What's happening, everybody? Welcome back to another video. I'm super excited about this one because today I get to show you guys my new project. So last summer I had a blast off-roading my Tacoma, but could never convince my wife to go with me, especially since we just had a child. So now that we have a 1.5-year-old, we decided it was time to, if we were going to do some off-roading together, get a vehicle that we could all go together in. So I just bought this 1998 4Runner. It's a four-wheel drive. This one's auto, and it does need some work, but I'm kind of excited about that. It's four-wheel drive and pretty run-of-the-mill four-wheeler or 4Runner. No lift on it yet, but I guess that is part of the plan. Today's video, I'm going to be replacing the rear seat belts. Can't put a baby seat in with these, and the other one is pretty bad as well. So I went to a local place here in Denver called Yoda Yard and got both sides out of another 98, and I'm going to be putting those in today. Alright, so this looks like it's going to be fairly easy to do. Looks like this is the first bolt right when you go into the door in the back seat, and that's going to be a 12. I believe you're going to want to remove these two so you can get this panel off, and you'll want to remove the headrest and then lay the seat down and so you can get to, so it looks like you'll just have to take this portion off here to get to this location because it covers it. And if you look in here, you can actually see the part that you have to unbolt, but you have to remove this portion enough to get a wrench in there. So I think that'll be fairly easy, but we will see. Well, that bottom piece is harder than I thought it would be. Okay, well, where the screw goes in, there's actually a clip on that. So I'm just going to pull off this first one. It was actually in there pretty tight. So I'm going to get that just out of the way enough to pull this portion off. That was much easier to take off. So it looks like there's two screws on here for the portion that allows you to cover the back of your, I guess whatever the back of this thing is called. So I'm going to remove those just to see if it makes this a little bit easier to remove. Just another 2 Phillips head. So it seems like there's one clip right there. See if I can get it without breaking it. There we go. So we'll remove this one down here, and then that one in there, but then we also have to take, I forgot about this one, you have to take the bottom down there, so have to remove that one. So we'll get these 3 removed. They look like they're all 14s, and then we'll get the new one in. So this first one's easier with it up. Stingy girl. Alright, so that bolt goes through to right there. This one right here in the wheel well. If you're having issues, you may be able to spray it, but it makes a little bit of sense why it's taking some time and tough to get out. Looks like it's seen a little bit better days. Alright, let's pull this down now. Let's see if the auto ratchet works now. So much easier. Onto your bolt. So on the actual, I guess, retracting unit itself, there's this little bar that sticks out, and that is kind of clipped in here. Let's see how. So you kind of got to get the bottom side out first, shove it back in, and then pull it out. Alright, so we're just going to do the reverse now. Just make sure when you put it back together that you use this bolt that has this kind of flat edge without any threads. That allows it to rock back and forth. Alright, I will be right back. I'm going to find the torque specs for these. From what I can tell online, it shows 30 foot-pounds of torque for all the mounting points for the seat belt. One thing I forgot to do that I just also realized is that you should put blue thread locker on all of those bolts as well. So I'm going to go back through and remove them. I never really tightened them down all the way. Put some thread locker on there and then get them down to 30 foot-pounds. Alright, so I got this seatbelt all buttoned up and got the car seat installed. I have a few other things that are on the list to do to this. I have a stereo on the way because, don't know if you can tell, but there's just a tape player in here. I don't own any tapes. I'm going to replace that with a double DIN unit that has Android Auto and Apple CarPlay, as well as add a backup camera. So that will be on the list of things to do probably soon. I am going to get a lift at some point, and I need to do some body work. The hood's a little bent up, the hood and the bumper, and then the previous owner tried to paint a new panel here, and I don't think they used the right paint color at all. The gaps are weird, so when I paint it, I'll probably realign it. This is not really connected all too well, so all that will be added. But let me know what you guys think, what you guys want to see first, and that is what I will put my time towards. Thanks again for watching the video.